Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of our first ever podcast. We've been planning for so many times and many years, and never had the chance to execute it until today.
Woo! Not been years, but okay.
Oh yeah, consider it many years. Okay,
It
we have
has
the
been-
idea.
It was an idea that has been going around our brains for a while, and we just never had the chance to actually
Put it into
Properly execute it.
yes, until right now.
Now.
At this very moment that
Yeah.
you're listening to this podcast, at this very moment on YouTube, on whoever's channel that
We're
just
gonna upload.
yeah.
I mean, we probably
you can promote this on TikTok.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, promote it on TikTok. TikTok
Yeah,
boy.
the full length won't even fit on TikTok.
I mean,
Or-
we're
or
probably
just like-
just gonna.
No, just put like a snippet of it to promote it, so that way we can get people to come on our podcast.
Just do a little clip of us just saying put it on TikTok.
Or whatever moment, or that, whatever random moment that just, a funny moment or a bit or something.
Let's just say we're this is gonna be a full length of the audio and stuff. We're just gonna put it into our respective YouTube channel because we don't have any like designated one. So it's probably you're gonna see like double video on each of us. So it's just it's gonna happen eventually until we're finally trying to make a like podcast channel.
You're right there.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe once we get a bigger following, like enough subscribers, maybe we'll actually make a dedicated channel for the podcast. But in the meantime, we're just gonna have like a mud wrestling battle on whose channel it'll go up on.
For now, it's just more like to be a testing the water type thing. Yeah.
In the waters, I already got my balls dipped in the water, and
Okay, we're off with a great start for this podcast. What the hell?
my loose, wrinkly nutsack into cold water. It's like a tea
Is that
bag.
I'm
raisin?
just imagining that one.
It's like a tea bag.
Oh,
Just
God.
imagine like a British tea bag going into the water when you're preparing your tea.
I
But-
don't need
but-
to imagine it.
He already does it.
Exactly.
Have a cup of tea with balls.
And also on another note, this video was not brought to you by Monster.
Or tea bags.
Oh, on another note, we are not sponsored at all.
Monster, please sponsor me.
No.
No.
This Steel Series, please sponsor me.
Oh, still serious, please come on with your items. All your
With the we're definitely not getting any sponsors.
would you suck off the CEO of SteelSeries for free gear?
Yes.
How about the other way around?
You want the CEO of SteelSeries to suck you off?
Hold on. Who's the CEO of Steel Series? Oh,
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't even know what that is.
SteelSeries is that brand of like gaming
Yeah.
stuff, like keyboards, mice.
yes. Steel.
Oh,
headsets.
I'm definitely not getting sponsored because I didn't know who they were.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, for comedy's sake, Razer.
Ah, that's better.
Oh,
Yeah, comedy. Would you suck off the owner of Razer for free gear?
Yes. I won't suck off a razor though.
are we seriously starting?
not an actual razor for shaving. The company Razer.
Are we seriously starting our first ever fucking podcast with dick sucking and? Oh, really?
Well, I mean,
this is how it goes. Huh?
it's kind of like starting a friendship. You want to like how you said earlier, you want to test the waters, but you also want to try to cross the line at the same time to see if they're worth best friend material or whatever. That wasn't even.
We are walking on thin ice.
I'm walking on sunshine.
Oh.
And don't it
Let's
feel
just say,
good?
we for our first ever episode of podcast, we do not have any like any idea what we're fucking going to do, but we have an idea of uh, we had the idea of talking about something, but kind of like, is it like is gonna happen in the oncoming podcast, or we're just gonna share everything on this one podcast? Because if we're talking about podcasts, we're going to like talk about a lot of stuff.
Well, I did have. I
Okay.
mean, whatever we can fit into like a 1 hour time span for this episode, at least. I had one. I had one topic in mind. Just like, I don't know. I just thought it'd be interesting to know like how we first got into video games. Like, what age were we when we first like thought to ourselves, like, you know what? I see myself doing this more often, and I love it.
Oh damn! Well, we'll be underage then.
Well, I mean, of course we were. I mean, of course we were kids when
Okay.
we first loved it. I think the one that did it for me was the original NES console.
I mean, like, I don't think I remember my first video game. And probably starting with PlayStation 1. I never like start with like Game Boy and stuff because I still have my PlayStation 1. I only need to get the wiring fixed and I can play it. But then like every time I play the game, I have to like go through electrical shock first because I feel like the console the player is having some electrical leaking. So I'm gonna go through some electrical shock just to put the disc in. Because I play the PS1 with like old version TV, the one like this cubicle huge type thing, the old fashioned
The
one.
old fashioned CRT.
Is that what it called? I don't know.
I
don't know
I
the
just
term
I
for
usually
it.
just go with like what Stewie said in Family Guy, the TVs with the fat backs.
Oh yeah, that one. What works.
Yeah, that best explains it for the Gen Z people there that don't know what the old school TVs look like. They're used to flat screens now.
I still have that TV. I still have that TV.
I have one
in my
I
parents'
think,
room.
yeah, I think my mom has my old CRT TV, but it doesn't turn on anymore, but she just has it there.
I don't want to turn it on because it's always having some like high frequency noise comes out of it. I feel like I'm getting radiated. Some radiation beam is gonna shoot at me.
You may become superpower.
No. The thing is, whenever I get my skin close to the TV screen, right, I can feel the shock, coming through the TV. I can feel the electricity passing through it. So when I, yeah, electricity. Oh fuck you, you piece of shit.
Electricity.
Electricity. Hey.
Wow,
I know.
That was very
Hey,
shocking.
Hey. English is not my first language, okay?
I know.
I have you know I'm an Asian.
We are aware of that, yes. So comedy. What was the generation of games that got you into it?
I started with Halo Reach on the original Xbox because I was playing with my brother and my friend. He came over many times, and we just kept playing Slayer. Like,
Which Halo?
Halo
first-
Reach.
Halo Reach,
Oh.
yeah. Have you ever played the original one on the original Xbox?
No.
I haven't either. Only until Anniversary
it's-
came out.
It's only Halo Reach that I got into. I couldn't get into any of the others, but I think it was more the fact of that we was just playing and we weren't thinking about any other games. Is because we just spent some time together. It didn't matter what we played. It was just a game that we played.
No, yeah, that's how I was with my brother. It just winning or losing, it didn't really matter. Just the fact that we were just spending time.
Oh, I cared about winning. There's no doubt in that one.
Oh, well,
always had
now
to
that you
win.
mention it, yeah, there were some
No,
games
no.
that, I mean, yeah, beating your brother, you wanted to be the superior sibling, yeah. I mean, in that
Oh,
aspect,
yeah.
yes.
I
I'm
have
the
a
older
whole-
brother, so I've got to destroy him.
I have a whole cardboard box of game. Most of the time, it was just like I would play co-op or single player just to not fuck with my brother,
Single,
or else it's like I like Twisted Metal or like Tekken or what is the other game? The Capcom one, Street Fighter. Oh
Fighter.
yeah,
Yeah. No,
oh
yeah.
yeah.
When it came to, oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was finding ways to like beat my brother and stuff, just to see who's going to gain control on the first player one controller.
Oh yeah, that was those were the days actually. Yeah, when it came to co-op games, like you guys, we would always have me and my brother would always have a moment like just of cooperating, but also some moments of frustration because either one of us would be making the mistake, and we would put the blame on one another, like what we're doing wrong. And then when it came to like competitive games, we wanted to tear each other's throats off. But like I remember always co-oping with my brother on Twisted Metal 2 on the PlayStation 1.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I still have I think I have the full series, like Twisted Metal 1, Twisted Metal 2.
I think
I tried to like
I think my favorites out of
bring
the
out
whole series was 2 and 3. I never really got to play Twisted Metal Black, or I think there was another one after or before that. But
There's a lot more. What the fuck?
there was, I think the final one was PS3. I could be wrong. PS4, and then that was it.
I have two versions for the Twisted Metal in PS1. I probably need to like drag out the box and like scan through what I have.
Twisted Metal was the shit back. A lot better. There
Oh
was
yeah.
I remember they tried to make a game to compete with it. I think it was called Vigilante 8, but it was nothing. It was nowhere nowhere compared to Twisted Metal.
Yeah, the thing is like Twisted Metal game, like surprising me is that the face of the game was actually the ice cream clown car. But in the game, that car is the shittiest one.
It was the one.
The
It
one.
was the one that basically you wanted to brag about having unlocked. I know which one you're talking about. Sweet Tooth. That's his name.
Oh yeah. Apparently it's the shittiest one. Because my favorite go-to, me and my brother go-to was like Warthog and Spectre. Dude, that two is the beast. You got Warthog with the unlimited rocket, and then you got Spectre with the high damage like homing missile.
My favorite was Grasshopper and Rooster. Those were my favorite.
Oh,
I
wait,
don't even know that game.
It was the shit back
you
then.
know it. You should Google it. You should Google.
It's basically like you just guns with weapons on them. You can pick up missiles and each character has special abilities.
And on cars.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
I mean, there's Axel, which is basically a dude with two wheels on each end of his arms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he is the car.
He's like a mix of a car and the Da Vinci thing that that little diagram. That's what it looks like.
Without the 4 arm and the 6 arm and stuff.
Without the extra arms, yes, it's just two
But they
arms.
actually, and I still remember vaguely they're actually like co-op mods, so it's just me and my brother like owning other like AI.
Yeah,
Like
it was like
oh,
a
yeah,
it was like a
vehicle.
co-op story mode kind of, where you
Oh,
just had
yeah,
to kill
yeah.
all the enemies, except for your, of course, person that was co-oping with you.
Oh yeah, I actually accidentally blow up my brother a few times.
Yeah, that was the one thing that I kind of thought it was funny, but not also at the same time.
It's
It's just
surprising that they're friendly fire in that game.
yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, I was shooting. That's me. What?
I think for in like going back to Halo, I think the one that got me into the series, because I never played the first one, I never played the second one. Both of those I played when the Master Chief Collection came out, when I finally played them. But Halo 3, when it came out for 360, was the one that really got me into the series. I pretty much skipped the first two and played 3. I loved it, and then when the collection came out, I tried my hand at 1 and 2. They were pretty good.
Dang it.
The The going through and defeating all the enemies, like the missions through the campaign, were lengthy as hell. It was just never-ending enemies coming at you. But I mean, it was all the payoff was worth it when you finally
Dude,
get past.
the campaign is so painful. Yeah, I remember correctly. The one I ever played was actually. Wait, hold on. What the fuck? Oh, there we go.
Was Slasher? Was
I only
Slasher? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I only played Halo 2, and it was a crack version back when like around like 2014, because I was in my hostel or dorm, you guys would say, back in my diploma when I was taking diploma, and I have like OPC, the one. Yeah, I started playing with you guys starting with. It was so shit, but still managed to like play with Halo 2, and I didn't even finish the game. I was so frustrated with the like unlimited spawning of the enemy and the guns is and then I just stopped. And I just like fuck it, I'm just gonna watch the cutscene from YouTube. The only thing that got me into like Halo was the story between like Halo and Cortana. Like, no, not Halo. The Master Chief and Cortana was like, yes, yes.
That's pretty much what I was like. That's the only part that I was into the game. Like the multiplayer, I tried to get into it, but it just I don't know. I just never got into it. That was mainly because I just sucked ass in the multiplayer. But was Slasher comedy? Was Slasher the only one that did you do any other like game modes like Team Deathmatch or?
I did, and it was mainly races as well, but it was literally all about the races and Slayer mode.
Did he say racist or racist?
Races, RACES, races.
Oh.
I thought he said racist at first, but no, I knew
Oh, yeah.
immediately what he meant. Yeah, because I tried some of that as well, but I failed.
I think one of the games that I used to play a hell of a lot, even though it was just more just actually completing the 100% of the campaign, and that was all the Tony Hawk's games,
Oh yeah,
especially Underground.
dude. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 was. I stayed up with my brother and my we spent the night at my cousin's house. We stayed up like pretty much most of the night. We didn't get to we didn't get to play, but it was still interesting for me and my brother just to watch our cousins play through the whole like campaign to unlock characters to the point where they unlocked. I think Darth Maul was a character in the game. Spider-Man.
What?
Yeah, they had like these special characters in the game that you could unlock.
Wait, what game was
Pro Skater 2.
it?
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Yeah,
See,
that,
something interesting.
comparing Tony Hawk's with Skate, I do not like the Skate series whatsoever. It's Tony Hawk's for me.
the Tony Hawk
it's
games will
fun.
always have a place in my heart. But I also did like the Skate games. I mean, I'm excited. I mean, I'll be honest, I am excited for the new one to come out once it comes out. But Tony Hawk also has. I'll play that. I just installed Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 because it was free this month on PlayStation. So I got that.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that.
Yeah, I downloaded it I think last week and I played a little bit of it. Just nostalgic. Still the same, even though it was remastered from the ground up.
I think the only Tony Hawk's I could not get into was a Downhill Jam.
I think for me, I stopped after. I played Underground. I don't know which came first, American Wasteland or Underground. But I think after one of those games, I stopped. I played 1 through 4, and I played Wasteland and Underground.
Yeah, I just enjoyed doing. Me and my brother just kept doing competition, even though he just kept showing off because he was so much better than me. But he was doing so much high combos of flips and just continue the.
While flipping you off in real life.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure in your. I'm pretty sure all the sounds you were hearing. I'm pretty sure all the sounds you were hearing from the game were just the sounds of like the special moves, like the doom, doom, doom. Like he was
Yeah.
just doing specials. His special bar just stays rising up.
Oh, what a fucking asshole.
Yeah, it probably did have it. It had one hand in his control. One
Another
handed
hand,
on
like, flipping you
controller,
off.
and a hand behind his English. I can't speak. Yeah.
Podcast
One hand
nerves.
on the controller showing off, and his other hand behind his back flipping me off.
Wow.
So, like, one hand playing the game, one hand wanking you off.
I did.
Not with me next to him. No, thank you.
Wait, I wanted to go back to the Halo topic. I forgot to mention. Did I ever tell you guys how I ditched a class to play Halo online with my friends?
You
Oh,
naughty dog.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Yes. So when I was in high school, my friend who had a computer class told me during lunchtime to skip one of my classes because his after lunch was going to be his computer class, and he said him and 5 or 6 other friends were going to hop on because they managed to get Halo installed into those school computers. And to play team deathmatch or slasher online. And I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll go, because my class after was just going to be a Spanish class. So I was like, fuck it, I'll skip that, go to the computer class, and join and play some Halo because I want to play some fucking Halo. I go to the class, and my thought process right away was like, oh, fuck the teacher. It was the substitute teacher. They had a substitute teacher. That's why they asked me to go. But the substitute teacher wasn't an idiot. He felt something was off when he saw me walk in. And when he was taking attendance, like making sure like all the students were in and accounted for, he looked over to me and he wasn't sure if he saw me on the list or anything. Had to walk over to me and be like, "Are you in this class?" And I'm like, "Yes." And he asked me what my name was, and I had to give him a false name. I was like, Jacob. Jacob who? Jacob.
You don't look like a fucking Jacob, man.
Donovan. I told him that, and he was like, "Oh, okay." Huh. I hit my mic on accident. Yeah, he looked at he had to take a second look at the attendance list, and he was like, "Huh, okay." The teacher, I wasn't aware of that. I mean, I'm a substitute here, so I wasn't aware that there was a student here. And I was like, I just got put into this class just recently. I was like, oh, okay. And he spent the whole class while we were busy playing Halo. He spent the whole class calling the office to check if I was in this class. And
you just
Sherlock
got
Holmes
your
over here.
And then only until at the end of class when the bell rang and we were leaving, he was like, "Huh, okay, so I called the office and they couldn't confirm that you were a part of this class. And I was already beginning to sweat bullets, but then immediately he was like, it might be just an error. I don't know. So I'll just let it slide today, and we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out with the next teacher.
I'll not see you in the next class.
Yeah." Fuck. In the next class, he was the substitute for the next class. Shit. And then he calls out my real name, and I'm just like, here. Then that would be fucked.
Oh,
But yeah, that's how it is.
Oh, that's my
like,
twin.
oh, you think I don't know you?
That's your what?
That's my twin.
Oh yeah, that's my twin. Oh yeah.
The fact you came up with the name, call yourself Jacob. What in the fuck are you thinking? At least, look, dude, at least came up with something that looks like you, but not something that doesn't fit you. You don't fucking look like a Jacob. What do you mean?
No, but here's the thing. It was the name Jacob Donovan was like it was kind of like between me and my friends in our group of friends.
Jacob Donovan?
It was like an inside joke name for us, because when we used to skateboard back then during our high school days, and
It sounds like a fucking sitcom character.
It does. We used to go out to skate, and we went to a spot, and a police officer rolled by, and he went to ask one of our other friends his name, and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna let you guys off with a warning, but I just want to get your guys' names." Excuse me, I had to burp there. He stopped, and he had to get each of our names. We all gave him our real names, and then our one friend was like, "What's your name?" And he was like, "Jacob." And mind you, this was a light-skinned black dude. Just for context, a light-skinned black dude. And the officer was also black. For additional context, he asked him what his name was. He asked our friend what his name was, and he was like, "Jacob." Jacob what? Jacob Donovan. I was like, "Okay, I'll write you up, and then I'll check here on the fucking whatever the cops do." And then he just lets us off, and then we walked over, and fucking dude just starts giving us the cheesiest smile ever because he gave him a false name. Yeah. we were not so we were some shitty kids back then in high school.
I hope there's like one day you're hearing like, who is this Jacob Donovan? Why does he keep appearing everywhere? And also, why is he the different person every time?
Dude, I was
starting to spot it.
I was nervous and paranoid as hell throughout the whole class. I was trying to keep my mind off it when I was trying to use Halo as a way to like keep my mind off of like the fact that I just like holy shit, I skipped my class just to play fucking Halo. Yeah.
Like, play as a reward after heist.
Have you guys ever done anything like at least one thing kind of naughty in high school? Like comedy? Have you done anything naughty during high school?
Not to that
your term of high school is secondary school in our terms, right?
Kind of like grades 9 through 12, like that kind of like the last 4 years of school before you graduate, kind of. Yeah.
Excuse me.
I was too good at. I was a good at two shoes.
I mean, I was too, to be honest, but I don't know. It was like those.
Sounds like it.
Oh, similar.
But it was like one of those moments where it's like, well, this is like the final years of like school, so might as well do one thing in your whole life. I don't know, put a stamp on it or something.
I mean, like if this type of like situation usually because whenever like if I try to pull this thing, I have to put it in mind first. My mom is a teacher, so whatever I do in the school, she's gonna find out very soon.
And spank you with a ruler.
I mean, like, I'm gonna get canned. But she's. I mean, we have a thing called rattan. There's like a bamboo. No, not the bamboo. It's not a bamboo. It's like a. I don't know how do you put it. It's like this very like flexible stem. Yeah. Well, it's usually used by the Asian parents. And they dry it, and then it's just like whip at you.
Oh fuck!
Oh yeah, dude, I got whipped so many times when I was a kid.
I'm so glad I live in the UK.
I mean, this is kind of like the generalized of Asian parents back then.
Now my mom's chancla doesn't sound so bad after all.
I mean, it's still considered as like mediocre punishment, so it still keeps me in check, and so I always like think properly before I act. So most of the time, I didn't have any like too much issue, because if whenever I have like very serious type of cases of or problem coming up, I will go for the authorities first and then explain all the things. No shit. I explain all the things like if I'm the one wrong at first, I have one case that was so serious that guy threatened me. And the thing is, for context, that guy is one of the famous like it's either like gangster or bully type of student in school. And my brain just like shut off, brain dead. It was like PE class. Is it PE?
Yeah.
What do you guys
PE.
call it? Oh,
yeah,
is
we
it PE?
call it PE. Well.
Oh, yeah, it's like a PE class. We were like having basketball game, and then my stupid ass, just like one of my friend handed me a basketball. The basketball was like because our basketball court was outdoors. So the floor is destroyed. Like they don't even do a proper maintenance of that thing. So the floor is destroyed, and there's like algae forming around it, or like things like disgusting thing. And when we playing with the basketball, they are playing on their side because I'm in the different class with that guy. And one of my friend from his class came over to me like, "Hey, look, check this out." He got a basketball, and the other side of the basketball was covered in like dirt and algae and stuff. It's like whole black patch of it. So I look around and like, I'll throw it at that guy. It was pointing at the other friend. It was also my friend on the other side. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll just like slowly let it bounce towards it. It's just I want to see what happened. My brain was so stupid at that time because every time I see a bad thing's gonna hit the fan, I was like, should I tell them or not? Probably just let it be. I want to see the outcome.
Huh.
And so it was like, I just like throw it lightly so the ball would bounce, but not roll over there. So the ball would bounce towards my friend, but because they were having like a basketball game, and then the bully guy, the gangster kid was like playing around, and then he suddenly walked into the way of the basketball. I was like, oh fuck. Should I tell him? Nah, I'll let it hit and see what happened. And then because he wasn't wearing the PE shirt, he was wearing the formal school uniform. So it's white on top and green trousers, and the ball just hit the back of the ball just bounced, and the black patch just stuck on his back.
Holy fuck.
Oh yeah, he was so mad. Yeah, I was brain dead that time too. He was so mad. I was like, oh fuck this guy, he's gonna beat the shit out of me. So I instantly look out and like, I'm sorry. And I just walk out. Instantly walk out without waiting for him coming at me. Dude, I do not want I know how to fight. Let's just say I know how to fight, but my parents and like people who teach me how to fight, they always teach me like, you know how to fight, you know how to kill. Don't get into a fight. Don't encourage a fight. Do not try to fight. Because whenever I take off my glasses, I have like a serious issues of like short sightedness. So if I took off my glasses and fight, I have the intent to kill. Let's be honest. I have the intent to kill, unless my opponent is not standing up or not responsive. I would stop at that point.
Comedy.
Because
Comedy. We're gonna have to make sure not to piss Basic off to the point where he starts removing his glasses.
oh yeah, no wait.
Yeah.
At one time, I actually was so mad. I actually intend to throw my friend, one of my classmates, off a third floor.
Well, I wonder how many racist jokes it'll take for him to take off his glasses and murder me.
Oh no. Oh yeah, I have to like I learn more self control.
Just put Vander in front of him. It's fine.
Oh yeah, if
No,
it's Badger, then yeah, you can beat the shit out of him. Like a box.
I mean, like back then, they didn't like fully 100% train me because they don't know the full extent of like injuries and stuff. But after I graduate and start studying in college, that's where my parents like sent me to a proper like trainings and stuff. So the moment my like martial arts and like learning in like muscle memory, I start to like more self control. I have to like in more self control. Yeah, I would talk shit first because when it start fighting, I had to like take off my glasses. I know I would kill. I would go for kill unless someone pull me off. Oh yeah, back to the story. And I just like go out instead of go back to my class. My stupid ass, I just crouch down at the side of a like table, and then when you walk past by, my friend will look at me like, "What happened?" One of my friends look at me like, "What happened?" Like, "Oh, I'm in deep trouble." I just tell her, "I'm screwed." So when that gangster kid was like coming up, I was like, "Where the fuck is him? Where's the fuck is he's calling my name? Like, where is him? The fuck is him?" And my good friend, I want to thank him. He did not sell me. I was like, I don't know. He saw me crouching by the table. Like, I don't know. He just walked away. And then the next thing I heard from the bully kid was like, "You tell him he better fucking watch his back." I was like, whoa. The moment I heard this sentence, I was like, yep, this guy just signed his death warrant. And then the next thing I know, I just went for, what do we call it, the disciplinary teacher?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I went for one of it and I explained, yeah, it was my fault. I threw the ball at him. I didn't warn him about the ball. I just stupidly standing and watching the ball hit him. And then I did say apology to him. And then the next day, both of us got called into like the office. And there's a lot of like that was the first trial. If you're talking about like trial phase, like the first trial, like yeah, we're sorry, and then like shake hands and continue on. I think the kid was pissed, so pissed. He's starting like throwing insult at me and then throwing insult at my parents, but not directly. I know he was throwing insult at me because like around all the situation there, he just like throwing shit like do a big U-turn to shoot like insult at me. So like, okay, I had enough of this. You throw insult at me is fine, but you're insulting my parents? No. You're going down with me. So again, I called in to the discipline teachers and stuff, and then I also like informed my father. And my father was like, okay, that's enough of this shit. This has to end. So he wears a uniform, full uniform attire, walks into the office, and then sitting there and looking at both of us. And even the teacher was like, "So, you've been insulting him and his family." Let's just say, I did not say shit about that kid, okay? I did not like fight back, like, because I like, once you settle this, let it go. Trust me, let it go. And then my father was like asking him, "What's your problem? What's your problem?" He did say sorry. No, why do you insult his mother? You know his mother is a teacher, and then you still insult him. Okay, back. Let's replay a bit. After I was saying sorry to that kid after the ball hit him, I did hear him clearly say, "You think your mom is a teacher? You can get away with any fucking thing." I was like, dude, you know how much I tried to stay low because my mom is a teacher. I only get into like discipline issues because I was like very loud and keep laughing. I mean, I'm famous in my secondary school because the teacher can hear my laughter from the bottom floor. Bear in mind, my classroom is in the third floor. I
Oh.
can like, yeah, I know it's you. I know you're the one laughing because I can hear it from the hallway. It's like, okay. So back to current, back to present. He was asking. My father was telling the kid, "Leave him alone. If you want to fight him, you can fight me first." My father was like, "I can just you looking at me wearing my uniform. I can just take off my uniform, and you can fight me outside." And the discipline teacher was like, "Yeah, you were asking for a fight, so now he's giving you a challenge, giving you an invitation of a challenge. Do you accept it?" Like the kid was like putting his head down, like no. And then my father continued like, "We teach him how to fight. We teach him also how to kill or like incapacitated. Wait, how do I pronounce it?
Incapacitated.
Oh yeah, wait, how? What?
Incapacitated.
Oh yeah, incapacitate someone. I like various ways and points to hit to incapacitate someone temporarily.
To decapitate.
not decapitate, incapacitate. The fuck,
Shoot,
like making them stop moving.
just shoot the penis.
Well, not the penis, I'd say. It's more like a medical plus. I think the kid was like flinch a bit, so I was like, okay.
So your dad just beat the shit out of a bully.
No. In the end, we just settle it peacefully, shake hands, and like leave it, let it go. Don't try to look for vengeance and stuff.
Let it go.
It's not gonna end well for any one of us. And then that's it. That's the last I heard of the kid. He didn't even like bother me anymore. Like that's it.
Oh.
I mean,
Well.
that's the wildest story I ever had through my like secondary school. Yeah.
What about you, comedy? I mean, I know you said that you've been a goodie, but there had to have been one moment where it seemed
Oh yeah.
you've had to have had one moment.
I almost threw a shot put at someone's balls. If that counts.
Shot.
Now I'm,
Sh-
inter-
sh-
now I'm, now I'm
what-
interested.
what?
Now I'm
Shot
interested.
put.
Shot put.
Yeah.
Will you
it's-
put that ball next to your face and throw it?
Yeah. You have to like
Oh.
spin a shitload of times to gain momentum and then toss the fucker.
Yeah. He kind of ran
Oh.
in front of me while I was throwing it, and he kind of
Ooh.
went one way.
What the fuck was that?
What, the sound? I mean, anyone would make that sound when a shot put is getting slammed into your nuts.
It's not a light ball. It's quite a heavy ball.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, no,
heavy.
I know.
it-
I know.
It's brass, isn't it? Isn't it like a brass ball?
I wouldn't know, but
No, I don't think that's a brass ball. It's more
Or-
like a metal ball.
But it's metal of some sort. Like it's heavy,
yeah.
obviously,
Oh yeah.
and you have to spin to gain momentum. And then once you've gained enough, chuck it, and as far as you can. Like it's like also in the Olympics as well.
And
Yeah,
like,
we were doing sports day for it, and then he just literally just ran in front of me. I'm so glad I missed, because otherwise he would have knocked kids, and he probably would have sued me.
Yeah. But what are the chances that you just hit him anyway, and before you hit him, he was
I
already.
didn't like him, so I would have been happy if it did.
But I was gonna say, like, what happened? Like instead of him wanting to have kids, what if he was already infertile to begin with?
Then it wouldn't matter, would it?
Yeah.
Okay. I check on Google. So the shot put ball was made through a wait, what? Where is it? Yeah, the material was considered made of lead encased in a steel sheet. What the fuck?
That's a heavy ass
Shot
ball.
put, shot put balls can be made of solid iron or brass as well as metal, not softer than a brass. Acceptable. Holy, it's not hard but dense. I'd say
That's my hard.
it's like God, for fuck's sake. The golden rod of Sun Wukong, eh?
Penis is 3 inches from the ground.
Sounds like, but huh? Wait, let me pull out my ruler.
Yeah, it's 3
Fucking
inches
metric
from the
system.
ground.
He must be a dwarf.
All right.
Quite not high up, but from the ground.
Are you saying that because I'm Mexican and Mexicans can't grow more than 6 feet?
No, I'll just call you a dwarf.
Well, you're a muppet.
I know. I joined them last year.
And basics,
Shut up.
I don't know what
yeah.
to call basic.
I mean,
Wait,
like,
what was the name? Ting Tong.
I mean, like, for fuck's sake. I mean, like, the English guy and the Mexican guy is like roasting each other off height, and the Asian guy is like silently singing at it back there.
You're
Trying to measure.
just like with you and the bully, we're just like sitting somewhere in the corner, watching us go at it, and you're waiting for the opportunity to throw the basketball with that black patch on.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was so stupid. That was I have a like few of this type of like situation where my brain just like shut off and like, yeah, that bottle is gonna fall. Yeah, the car is gonna hit. Should I tell them? Nah.
Dude,
I'm
that
just gonna see what's gonna happen.
yeah, that would at a young age we were just I don't know.
No, I'm still doing it nowadays.
No, but I mean like when we were younger, I'm pretty sure we were much more brain dead than how we are now. I mean, we're brain dead now today still. But I mean back then we were much more of a higher level of brain dead when we were younger. That's for sure.
Brain dead, but with intelligence.
Yes, that's us today. Yes,
Oh, yeah,
we have
the-
some sort of mature level of brain deadness.
If you're talking about the adult version of it, I think the worst case was when my aunt trying to like reverse her car. She asked me to like, oh yeah, she reversed her car, but the gate was closed. I was like, yeah, help me check out the back. See, no, she didn't ask me to do anything. She just sit in the car and then start the engine, just reverse it without opening the gate because she just want to make us feel like wider gap in the front. And I was looking at it like, yeah, she's gonna hit the gate. Should I tell her? You know what? Nah, I want to see the outcome. If she's gonna stop or if she's gonna hit
Course.
the gate.
Of course, that's your that's your shtick. You just want to see what happens.
Yeah, of course. Without
It's kind of how it is. I think I'm
surprised-
seeing a pattern here on Apex.
I mean, like, unsurprisingly, she hit the gate.
She hit her
Luckily,
dog, and
the-
then we've
Oh,
had
I
dinner
never
later.
saw that coming.
Yeah, not so surprised. She hit the gate, and then she was panicking and was looking at the gate. I was looking at the structure of the gate. I was like, "Oh, relax. You can just put it back." I just like carry it and just like put it back in this rail. I was like, yeah, it's a roller type thing, so the mechanism is not that complicated. So I just like lift it up and put it back. Yeah, it's fixed. And then another one is much more like more hazardous situation because like few months ago I was still undergoing my internship training as a research lab.
Uh-huh.
There's a few situations which involve like chemicals, and then they are not handling it properly. I was looking at, the chemical is gonna fail down, or like the bottle is gonna fail, and then like glass apparatus. I was like, should I tell them? My first instinct was like, no, let's see what is gonna happen. And then the other like personality in me like take over like, no, let them know. I was like, no. The bottle's gonna fail. The bottle's gonna fall. Put it back up. And then when I look at the bottle, like position it, oh yeah, you're right, it's gonna fall. I was like, whew, luckily the curiosity didn't take it over this time.
I'm pretty sure that same. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that same was probably when you fucking broke that glass on your hand. You were
Oh,
like,
no.
you were like, should I tell someone about this or should I just let it bleed out?
Oh no, that did not happen. The first thing in mind, because I did undergo a lot of like research training for the first. Oh yeah, so the glass broken story. How it start? It was my final year project. We have to like do a physical like experiment to get it out. So I was watching the beaker with like some like chemical material in there. I was like, if I'm wearing a glove, I can't feel the like leftover residue in there because there's a lot of like ratio combination for the chemicals. So I have to like get every single scratch of it out. So I was like, you know what? I'll just take off my glove and like scratch it with my nails. And scratch around. I think I was like putting my left hand in there and my right hand was holding the beaker because I know I'm gonna use a lot of force to like scratch off. So I was like squeezing hard on my right arm too and right hand. When I was like almost done with it, I hear like snapping a. I was like, wait a second, and I looked down.
Realized.
Like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
I I see a huge cut. The first thing in my mind was like, you know what? Let me take my phone out and take a picture of it first.
Yeah, I can't remember if you sent me when.
Oh yeah, I
I
did
don't.
send you the picture.
I think I don't know. I can't remember if you sent it to me when you were bleeding, or I remember you sent it to me of what happened after. Like you got it like.
Oh yeah,
stitched.
that's the after one.
Yeah.
I still keep the picture of like it was like first cut off. I can still see the purple vein inside my finger
Oh.
and stuff. So it's like a very deep layer of it, like
Ah.
cut off. I'm like, you know what? I'll take a picture. And the next thing I was like, oh no, I was in pain. I was like, I didn't like go like die. I was like, shit.
By the way,
Fuck,
by the way, for the
shit.
listeners, I was making noises because I was you know, it was sounds of disgust, not sounds of me moaning to his pain.
Pain.
Just to
Because
clear the air there.
Your pain is so good.
No,
Oh my
no.
God.
Mike
Bleeding
seen the
everywhere.
picture, like before the stitches, before like medical
Yeah.
care and everything. Because like I cut it. The first thing is pain, so I like open up the water fully, just to remove any like chemical residue that gonna linger on my finger. I was like, fuck, shit. And then I look at my friend. Every other one was like, what happened? Because that's the first time they hear me like sounds very distressed, and I look at them like I just like pull myself together like, you know what guys? You go look for the lab assistant, and I look at the other guy. You go grab me a first aid kit. My course mate, all my course mate was panicking like, oh no, oh bleed, oh no, that's a huge cut. Meanwhile, while I'm standing there, like, you know what? Go grab me a first aid box, quickly
You're
right now.
you were like that
I
dog in
was
that meme. You were like that one dog in the meme where like the fire going on, and he was like,
Oh,
"This is fine. This
oh
is
yeah, I
fine."
was like, you know what? You go grab the first aid kit and get me a gauze, and then you go look for the lab technician. So lab assistant. So let's see what can they do for me.
You go get the
And
first
then
aid kit. You go get some alcohol.
oh yeah,
You give me
and
a Big
then I was
Mac.
like, when they because I don't know my right hand was clean or not, so I just like asked my friend like, open up the first aid box and grab me the gauze. And they were like looking for it, like, which one is the gauze? I can still that look at them panicking, so I was like, you know what? Just give it to me. So I just one hand under the running water, and the other hand was like going through the first aid box. Like, where is it? I'm still looking for it. Because the packaging is different, so I can't recognize it was in front of me. And then when the lab assistant came in, he jumped. He did not jump out, but he was jumping towards me. Like, oh shit. He just like grabbed a huge. Oh, for your information, that whenever you open up a gauze packet, there was like a lot of flare in it, right? He just opened the whole package and just like yeet the whole thing on my finger.
And I remember once all that was settled, you couldn't. I remember you telling me on Messenger that you couldn't even play, right, for
Oh yeah.
for a couple of days, because it was.
Oh yeah, that was the afterwards. After everything was like stitches together.
Yeah,
I'm
after
talking about the story before stitches. That is the funniest part. Everybody was panicking. Meanwhile, I was just like, yeah, I got cut. Yeah, you know what? I'm just like calmly walk towards the car. So I was sitting in the car of the lab assistant, like, so where are you guys gonna take me to? Both of them was like, we're definitely taking you to the doctor. Like, yeah, relax, just take your time. Everything is fine. There's nothing in there. I clean it up. I'm running on running water just to clean up. And they were like, "Is there any chemical in the beakers?" I was like, "Yeah, it's food grade, so it's safe. Relax. It's non-toxic. Everything is fine." I
And
checked,
falls off.
and then just pass off. No, no, I didn't pass off. And then until I walked towards the clinic, the small clinic thing, they were like. They were panicking too, like, "Oh my god, that's a lot of bleeding!" And they're like, relax. Just do what you need to do. And like the medical assistant was like looking at my arm like, yeah, you probably need stitches. At first, like, what? Stitches? Are you kidding me? Yeah. Yeah, the cut looks serious, so you probably need stitches. And then he took a few like stitches and needles, and then like syringes and stuff, and like looking at me like, you gotta feel pain. You gotta feel a bit of pain. So I look at him straight in the eye. I was like, just stop talking. Just do what you need to do. And I just pull out my phone and I just go on Facebook. I'm just scrolling through Facebook. Well, I just put my other hand on like the stretcher. They just like carry all the stitches and stuff and going through all the like needle, the anesthesia and stuff. Like I'm just going through Facebook and occasionally looking at. You're not scared of looking at him like. Just do what you need to do. I'm just going through Facebook and occasionally laughing at the jokes on memes on Facebook. They were looking at me so confused. They don't know what happened. They're looking at me with a confusing face like, why is this kid not panicking at all? Like, look at it like, well, you know what? I've seen my dad stitching people up, so it is just kind of like, yeah, it's normal for me to, what? And then after they finish like settle everything, they need to like take a statement for me as a record of is either my mistake, my careless mistake, or the equipment faulty equipment. Because if like is a faulty equipment, the OSHA department is gonna be called in, and there's a lot of questioning and stuff going to go through. It's like an interrogation in a police interrogating room, that type of thing. I look at them like, oh, I accidentally break the glass by squeezing it too hard. They're looking at me confusing like, what? How do you break a beaker by squeezing it? Like, I don't know. I just squeeze and it breaks?
I got that forearm strength on the hentai I was watching.
No, I was back there. I was like extremely like daily going to gym nonstop. So probably the grip strength from it, and also from all the wanking.
Yeah,
I mean-
exactly. That hentai.
So like even the lecturers and stuff are looking at me like, how? I break it with my grip. They're still none of them still believe me. Like, what the hell? How do you break it? Like gripping? Yeah, gripping. What do you mean gripping? Yeah, it is what it sounds like. I grip it and break it. They look at me like, what the fuck? That's a powerful grip. I was like, yeah, I guess. Yeah, so
Wow.
that's the whole story. On how the fuck that gripping thing happened and just like breaking anything.
We're going all out with this podcast. With the first episode of this podcast, you got 2 full-length stories from Basic.
Oh yeah, it's still fine. I mean, like I
Two.
still got a lot of like full-length story because like my memory, and whenever like doing this, like, I still have like near-death situation like around like 5 or 6 times. That's gonna be like in future podcasts or more.
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah.
I mean, for my Halo story, I try to, I there was a few more bits that happened there, but I minimized it just for the sake of giving y'all guys time to tell your
Like
stories.
fill up the time. I mean, like afterwards for wait, how do you? What's the term for it? Like recoveries a phase for my finger. I have to like go to the gym with stitches on.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm still going to the gym, so I'm like one finger unusable, so I'm using the other 2 finger because it's only like middle part of the hand, so I have to like go with only like the middle finger and the like point finger. That's a 2 finger I'll be using to my gym to like pull and push everything.
Oh yeah. It was when the glass broke. The part you got cut was in between your index and middle finger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was so bullshit, man. You know how much shit I can't do?
Couldn't even play Apex right with that injured hand. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
it was
when
your was it your right hand also?
No, it's my left hand.
It was your
Left
left.
hand.
Yeah. So you needed.
No, unfortunately, it's my left hand. Because if my right hand, like the forefinger, I didn't use it on anything. But for
Well-
my left hand, I use it on like weapon switching and other like opening the inventory and stuff.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Like, even if it's on your left hand, those two fingers are the main fingers for the WASD keys for like the movement. You need.
Oh
and
yeah, you have no idea. I
that-
was like playing. I only start playing like more Apex when I open up my stitches. The day when they remove my stitches, I let it like sit for a few days and then going back to play Apex Legend.
Yeah, that was that was rehabilitation for your fingers right there.
Yeah,
Get them moving again.
rehabilitation. Yeah,
Yep.
and
that
then
was-
like after a few more weeks, I start like making a fist and then clenching it as hard as possible.
and once that was done, I
and-
went back to wanking to my hentai.
No, and that's when I start changing my. Wait,
Seriously,
works.
I go for 2 minutes and you're on about hentai.
No.
Yeah, basically had
like-
his stitches removed, and he said he finally went back to wanking to hentai.
Oh yeah, using the other hand.
Oh,
This is my worst injury, I think, or maybe I would when I was a kid. I think my parents told me I did send into ER for stitches on my forehead because I was playing with my brother and I hit too hard on in towards the head of a bed. I think it was like a metal bar sided bed. I was like running towards it and then just like headbutt into the metal.
I think the worst two injuries I've ever had as a kid. I think one was when one fucked up one I remember, and I still have the scar. It's like right in between my eyebrows and the top part of my nose, like the top part of the bridge of my nose. It's still visible there. Like if I like put my like, if I like try to squint my eyes, you could see it's there. And it was when I was barely a toddler and I was barely learning to walk. And there was a small little brick wall there. I guess I lost my balance and just landed on the very edge of the brick wall there.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and as a baby, I got, I think, stitches there because it's bad. I don't remember much because, one, I was a toddler and I wasn't told of this until I was much older about that.
At least you heal fast.
Yeah, I guess I recovered. It didn't really do much to my brain to make me a retard adult. But the only other ever like bad injury I've gotten was when I was much older. I think I was maybe 13, 14 years old. I broke my leg, my left leg, and I had to wear a cast for like 3-4 months. I think the first couple of months it was like one of those big casts that go up all the way to your knee, and after a while they shorten it so that you can walk on it. And then maybe like after another month and a half, they remove it and you're healed.
Holy shit! Comparing to mine, you had the full-on experience.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've had my like fair share of other like small minor injuries as well, but those were like, childhood, early teen stuff that you just go with. But like those two that I mentioned were like the worst of the worst that I've had in my whole
I
entire
have
life.
one like TLDR type story is like during my primary school. It was like after school playtime with my friend. Some kid was playing with us, and then he swing the door so hard. The handle was metal, aluminium, aluminium. Hit so hard towards the, what do we say, the bendy part of the finger. Yeah. Oh yeah, he swung it too hard because he didn't realize my hand. He didn't. It wasn't his fault. It's my fault. I stupidly put my hand on the aluminium. We were like playing with like few more girls, like running around, and then he just swung the door so hard. The door just hit the handle hit me, hit my finger, and then my finger like crushed between the handle and a wall. And then my whole arm just like no, my whole hand just like swollen. We did go for like medical X-ray, but it's just my muscle and my bones were still intact and nothing serious happening.
Comedy?
Comedy?
Oh, my turn now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can always just step up and tell Basic to shut the fuck
Yeah.
up, or tell me. You know, you
Yeah,
could always just. All
I
right.
think
So,
the worst that I've had injury wise, I don't really do. I'm not an active person, so I don't really get into injuries. But when I was younger, when I was about, I think I was about 5, maybe a bit older, I started to climb, and I climbed a glass unit, and
Holy
it fell on
shit.
top of me, and some glass went into my top of my head. I've got
Oh.
stitches. I can still feel the stitches on my head right now. I just put my hand at the back of my head.
oh,
Climbing on a glass wall. That's a recipe for chaos. What in the fuck?
It said glass wall. It said a glass cabinet.
The glass
You know what I mean?
cabinet, even worse.
and glass shattering on his head, and he had to get stitches for.
The fact your
Yeah.
parent didn't stop you is kind of amazed me.
I like how the three of us
No.
eventually in our lives got stitches. I wasn't even aware that I had stitches until my mom told me I was 15.
I mean,
I
like,
can't remember when I was old.
I don't even realize I have stitches around my like eyebrows until my mom like reminding me. I did. My vague memory was like I was like ha ha ha, and then just like ran into the pole. And then the next thing, I wasn't crying. I was like haha, keep laughing, and then I start seeing blood.
The fate.
Dude, we were so ghetto as kids that whenever we saw a hill, we grabbed these pieces of cardboard box and we sat on them to slide down the grass hill. That's how ghetto we were back then, because we were always trying to find ways to have fun. And
I didn't used to get a cardboard box. I used to roll down them.
What the
Oh, yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, we used cardboard boxes like a makeshift sled. Like it was basically like a
Oh,
ghetto
yeah.
sled. But the thing is, I've had it wasn't like a big like major injury, but I did remember getting a glass up my ass and it cut my cheek.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
and it
oh.
like spliced it a little bit open there. And
So
my
you
mom,
gotta be
oh,
an ass crack.
what happened? What?
Hmm?
He was saying, at what point a dick was involved?
I said I wonder what put him off dick.
Wait.
Yeah. Anyway, the glass cut my. It was like the lower part of my cheek that it cut open a little bit. Not like a
Is it
lot.
no,
it
no,
just
no,
cut
wait.
it.
Is it the side of your cheek or just like in the middle?
Not
lower
in the
part?
very middle of the gooch area near the butthole. No, it was like on the side. Like it was
Oh, it's on the
underneath.
side. Oh, yeah.
It was underneath, but like more to like towards like the hip area kind of. And I still have the scar, and I still have a visible scar on it too.
Well, you got a secondary asshole.
No,
Good job it wasn't anywhere else, isn't it?
if I had another asshole opened up from that glass, I just think of how convenient it would be to shit twice as much in the toilet.
I love how this episode start from, yeah, what's the game that make you start in gaming, and then ended with like so many injuries.
No, it started with dicks, and then it went from our first games, and then it went from 2 half-hour long stories from basic, and then this.
It's just a bunch of injuries. I think compared to you guys, my injuries look like a child play.
Now it's gonna. I mean, this for the first episode, it's understandable. We're just going all out with our stuff.
I mean, like, there's much more like
There's gonna
coming in.
we're gonna figure out some like random topics to talk about too, like in future episodes. I feel like
probably in a future episode we're see how the situation goes, and we probably going to get Vanja or Charlie one by one. Not, I don't want
Well,
all of them to come in. This is like a recipe for chaos.
about the Vanja. Oh. The fact that Vanja was having a hard time understanding the fucking alpha build or the beta version of that game. The fact that I just think it just wouldn't. I mean, no offense to Vanja, if he's coming across this podcast and listening.
We'll just move him to the last of the invitation list.
He's last resort if we do not have a guest.
Anybody. This is so stupid, but it's so good at the same time. Jesus.
No, because if you thought like telling stories, oh dude, Vanja when he's telling you a story, that's just takes a while to get to the point or to the moral of the story.
Definitely.
Especially when he's talking about like over there in his country.
I mean, you can see. I mean, you can see from the TikTok he sent it to us.
Yeah.
Go for fuck's sake! Stop sending
me. It's still sending me TikToks.
I mean, you're because you're the only one who's playing TikTok with him.
Using TikTok now.
Oh yeah, you using TikTok with him, and me and Mike just like no, fuck TikTok, no. Vines are better.
We're mature people. We use Reels on Instagram.
Oh,
Mike, you can't say anything because you did a video with me with Vanja on TikTok.
And yes, it was kind of.
It was kind of like a last resort, okay?
But okay,
and also for the content.
I had the intention was to go like it was meant to go a different direction. I mean, we had a different idea.
It was just me and Mike.
Yeah, and then when Vanja completely like
took over,
he completely took over. And he went a totally different direction. That's with that.
I mean, like most of the time we keep sharing like if me and Mike is like reels is either fully English or just like Mexican he can understand, and there's like English subtitles I can understand, or I'm sending to him some like Asian joke, but I can explain to him in short, simple.
Well, I mean, the same for me. Like, I'll send you Mexican memes, not videos, but like pictures,
memes,
and I'll try to like give you a translation of what they mean.
The TLDR version, TLDR explanation, without spoiling the joke and like explaining too much, making it into a cringy stuff.
Yes, because that's all we send. We don't send any other pictures on Instagram.
Yeah, we definitely did not send other things.
No, not anything. Definitely. Of the sort, like for example, username Hannah Bunny.
No, she's not getting a call out here.
What else? Let's see. I love 1314.
Oh yeah, that was just a page for.
I am Nico. Angeline 99. Risa Soft. BB_bear.
I'm just saying it corner because I don't know what you're on.
Nina Nishimura.
Mike, this is first episode. We still need to go for more. We don't want to get it ended over here.
I'm giving these guys like free clout and shit, and we're not even like that well known, so they're not aware of this.
Oh, unless I share around it.
That is until we get bigger. I'm not talking about followers.
Oh.
I'm raising my eyebrows. I'm raising my eyebrows just because
he's raising his asshole.
I mean, if you want to know them, I can share it to you through Instagram too. There is some spicy content. I go like. Me
and Basic are always sending shit to each other on Instagram.
Oh yeah, you have no idea how disgusting our chat could go. Jesus Christ!
I can imagine.
Use the term disgusting. Say just
just bunch of like peak hormones.
I mean, most of the pictures you send me is just of Asian chicks, but I mean, it's not. I'm not saying that to complain. I'm just like, that they're very.
Not supposed to grow into that age. Not supposed to grow into that type in that age.
I will say, sent me some questionable ones though. of girls, and I don't.
FBI, open up.
Yeah,
no,
we'll
no,
just
no, no,
we'll just
no,
leave,
no.
we'll just
Listen,
leave it at
listen,
that. We'll just
listen.
leave it at that.
I mean, you understand the joke.
Yeah,
I could share the comedy, but like comedy doesn't like active on Facebook or not even
Facebook, I
Instagram.
do.
Okay, next time I'll show you on Facebook. Good luck.
God help.
I mean, because like one more reason I share only to Mike because I know he's single, and you got someone. I don't want to ruin the
I'm
relationship.
also single.
Wait, hold on. Wait a second. But the fact that what the fuck are we going to do with this episode?
I am trying to already figuring out what the hell the title this is gonna be.
Oh yeah, there's also like consideration in the
So much
title I'm looking for. Like,
so much topics being said here that I don't even know which one to.
But to be honest, it's only around like 3.
There's
Go-
there's the
Do not put in a penis one. Do not include the penis. I was talking about the first one, the first game that got into gaming, and then there's the school story, and then there's the injury story. Yeah.
see the options that I had in mind for my perspective was
Penis.
no which our childhood video game era, me ditching school to play Halo, or our worst injuries.
I have a feeling that if this episode go out, I feel like comedy would be the like the calmest and right, not the most goody two shoes among us, and then there's 2 of us. Is I'm the neutral chaotic, and you are the fucking most chaotic one.
I'm not. I legit tried to be like the goody two shoes of school. It was I don't. Well, I mean, looking back now, when I used to skate, and yeah, I kind of as well. I only
Oh,
just
there's so much content I smell.
I mean, I did run away from cops a few times when we would skate illegally at a school.
I just feel like Mike's just making this up for content.
I'm not. The skateboarding at
Wait.
school thing, that's a thing that's been going on. To all my skateboarding listeners, you guys know how it is when you hop the fence to skate at a school during like weekends.
And
And,
not once has Mike told us he's skated before, so it's
No, the thing is, like,
questionable.
This is
It's
years ago.
questionable. He's saying like he tried to run away from the cops. I don't know. He's going to like move it to the meme that he's Mexican.
Well, I was
Oh,
much more younger
that's
and much
actually a
more
true
fit
story.
back then because you do actually feel it when you're skating.
Oh yeah, I
think
can see
after
that.
this podcast, I'm gonna go on Photoshop and maybe do something.
Gonna-
I mean, I can see how fit you are through your like old Facebook picture, but Jesus, the beard is
Well,
not going anywhere.
Oh, dude, yeah. Yeah, there's a picture of me on Facebook of me just posing with a skateboard, and the picture was taken at a school. There's like one photo there, and I was using a sepia tone filter, and you just see me like there. You just see me just standing there. Let me see if I can find it right now. Facebook.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, goes.
Yeah, they're going to
Oh, yeah. Everybody just got grab it.
they're rating
Oh
my
God. Dude, seriously, I cannot overlook that. You look like the typical Mexican dude from like TV shows.
one of my cover photos for Facebook was also just me standing on a skateboard giving a thumbs up.
Wait, seriously?
Well,
Maybe I found a picture. You dye your hair.
Oh.
we have to like go deeper.
Yeah. I mean, apologies to the listeners that are listening. This is an all audio podcast, obviously. But I know
For
that
now, probably.
maybe in the future we'll eventually get to video, but that for now we just want to
I'm
I don't know.
surprised
I feel like
there's
audio.
a picture.
I feel like audio. We can feel we feel a bit more lazier with audio. 'Cause we can just
Found a picture of the image of Gmod circled. I got the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
Oh,
about
yeah.
to mention about that picture. Like, you're so hyped about this game, huh?
Well, here's this. Here's the first one here.
Wait, first one? What do you mean first one? Oh,
In
wait.
Discord.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Mike! You fucking bitch.
For context, for those listening, I just put a picture of Basic's face just to troll him. Get trolled, bitch. Okay.
Fuck
Now
you.
here's one of them. I mean, obviously you don't see my face, so you probably question that as well. But this is actually from my profile.
Wait,
That's my actual hand giving a thumbs up. And then
oh
this,
yeah.
and then this was me much more years ago. This was skateboarding Mike before 8BitMike.
Holy shit! Holy shit! I have a horrible balancing on me, so the skateboard is not for me because it's.
Well,
I
it's
even,
not.
like, tried
It's
roller
not.
skate.
It's not something that you can get down like in a couple of days or a few hours. I think when I stopped skating for good, I was already like in. I was already in 7 years of skateboarding.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I mean,
Dude.
I did try roller skate, but
dude.
I only know I'm on my fourth with all the injuries and bleeding and cuts.
I stopped because my knees couldn't take the impact anymore when you're trying to go off like high ledges.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, the moment you stop, you start gaining weight, huh?
Well, that was for different reasons. Calling me fat.
Dude, I'm still fat. What the fuck do you
Dude,
mean?
we're
When I'm
the three of us. We're all fat and hairy.
okay.
I like how you say this, and then I come across this image.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Here comes chaos.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, that was.
Oh,
I mean, I was still technically fat because I was taking a bite out of a hamburger. Yeah, Comedy posted a picture of me making a face looking at a hamburger. Listeners.
like, yes. But it looks more like you're afraid of the hamburger. Like, oh no.
Well, I think
There's a bite mark.
Yeah,
I
the
think
hamburger's going to eat him.
if I remember
No, like-
correctly, I was trying to compare myself to a different picture that had like a black dude taking a bite out of a bigger burger.
Hey, yo,
yeah,
what?
it's literally the image straight after.
Yeah, comedy knows he saw. There was another. I gotta look. There wasn't that one. There it goes.
Oh,
Oh,
so,
I found
so
it.
now
Found it.
we oh, it was the meme, like the big fat black guy just gobbling the huge big ass like hamburger. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is the one. This was taken at a school. Like you can, there was a door like on the right side, and I was standing by a school or standing by a door by a classroom. And this was at a school.
You really
Oh,
like putting your thumbs up to the camera.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, that was a thing. I don't know. It was something that I was. It's like when someone tries something and they want it to stick. Like I really was trying to make the thumbs up my shtick, my thing. But obviously,
Dude, like legit. Okay, so our topic just transcend into like now roasting Mike casually. Oh, I found one. Holy shit, I actually found one. Wait, let me put it in.
found one of what
Oh my god. This
Um,
shit actually awesome.
of me.
Oh yeah, I was about to put this one. Never mind. You were holding the skateboard and stuff. Holy shit, these pic are so kind of like. When does it picture taken? When are these taken? Like this picture looks like 2018 or something.
Some of these
This
go back
is-
as far as like maybe like
This
before 2010.
skateboard was 11 years ago.
This is so 90s stuff. This is so millennial. Holy shit.
I have a picture of my friend who I used to skate with sleeping on a tank.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that too.
Yeah.
And also like, Mike, looking through a picture, I feel like there's like three face of
Oh,
you,
shoot.
you know. Like
I just
the
commented on one of your pictures by mistake.
And I just got the notification for it.
Oh yeah, and also me too.
Let's see what this guy has to say.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So what do you mean by this gif of these two girls cheering me on?
It's like a 2011.
Yeah, it's 2011.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, and
It's
also like
'cause my keyboard's got gifs at the bottom and I clicked it by mistake.
yeah, one thing I noticed when I go through Mike's like photos and stuff, I see him having like three face of him. Like
Oh
the
shit!
first face,
I
like
got sound on
the-
my Facebook. Sorry.
the typical Mexican kid from like TV shows, like they're always like hanging around and like, yo, ese, give me that money, like things like that. The typical stereotype. And then there's like the teenager when he was still very like thin. Was like a family man. And then when he got chubby, he was like, yeah, the most like teddy bear guy, like the gentle giant thing.
Well, I
Like
mean,
three different face. What the hell, man?
I'll have you know, basic. Not every Mexican says essay. I've not once during my childhood or teenage years I've said essay. That's usually like those that are like cholos or something.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like, this is the vibe that picture gave to me. Like,
I go to a gas station.
What, man?
I go to a gas station to innocently just put gas in my car. Like, hey Holmes, can I get $40 on number 9 essay?
Yeah.
And the cashier, who's also Mexican, like, saying, on, you got it.
This is the vibe I'm talking about. It's not to be racially profiling or what. Like, jeez.
Oh yeah, all right. Well, if you want to racially profile, when I listen to when I go to like a Chinese restaurant. Or
of course, I know.
Hello, welcome. Would you like a fried rice, chow mein, half a half? Oh, okay. Orange chicken.
You want the orange chicken? You want the dog?
That's that'd be $7.99. Here's your fortune cookie.
We've been recording this like
Saki,
like what?
I think it's already been an hour and a half. I think we're just
an hour and
evolving
a
at
half.
this point now.
Oh yeah. You know what? We're probably gonna leave in more content in the future podcast, like coming soon. Oh yeah, this is the start of our podcast.
Yeah.
Still, we haven't decided on the names. Feel
Yeah.
free to give us some like name suggestion in the comment section
Yeah.
or during our live stream.
Yeah. And I think since wait, is that what we established? Since we couldn't decide whose channel to put it on, we're all gonna put it on our own channels, like the podcast.
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's do that.
It works. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, so
Comedy,
that way-
anything you want to say?
Ping chong.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Comedy, you know the video is gonna be dead not even a few minutes, right? Now you've done that. We're gonna have to like pull it more longer just to like cover it up.
If you guys like the podcast, be sure to like well, I mean, it's on YouTube, so it's technically a video, even though this is all audio. But be sure to give it a like, subscribe, whoever's channel you're listening to this on. Be sure to subscribe, but also check out, all of our
channel.
Comedies, Minds, and Basics.
Yeah.
What you think? Wow, because we're telling people to subscribe to the channel.
No, because it sounds like it's singling me out.
No.
Yeah, if you guys like this video, subscribe to Comedy's channel, and then don't forget to subscribe to Comedy's channel.
I mean, we're gonna leave the link in
Show
the
some
description,
support.
so don't worry about it.
Yeah, leave a link. I'll leave a link in the description strictly to Comedy's channel, and also to his Twitch, and also to his Glitch Hunters
I don't think
channel.
Comedy has a Twitch.
Well, I'll make him. I'll make him make one.
I was gonna say it commented on your.
I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
But yeah. So whoever's channel you're listening to this on, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the respective channels, and also check us out as well. Check the other guys out, myself, Comedies, Basics, whoever.
Yeah, if you're checking me out on Twitch, which I'm mostly active on, you can go for BSC Gamer ZG. That's the one.
Yeah. And,
Yeah. Leave a follow and enable that notification if you like it. Well,
Yep. And then 8BitMike for myself. If you like funny moment kind of stuff, comedy, GTV also has funny moment type of videos, nice looking content as well. And also to the glitching community for anyone that's just happens to be randomly coming across this podcast because they also follow Comedy for Glitch Hunters. Go check out, well, if you haven't yet and you want to check out some nice glitches for Call of Duty, go check out Comedy's other channel,
only
Glitch
for
Hunters.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, check that out.
I think that's it.
Yes. That's
Well,
it. Anything else you want to say, Comedy?
Cody? D go and P?
I think he died.
Yeah, he died.
I think
Right,
he's
that's
dead.
it. We'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
Bye.